receiver to the top side.
Motion man is Mangus.
Fakes the toss.
On the run. Burke
just run.
Down the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Richland. No flags.
Nice job. It's basically a naked boot. And like I told you, Joe, all this stuff about keeping it alive and all that and looking down the field. And sometimes you just got to plant your foot and go. He gets out here, he gets the edge sealed, and he just takes off with it.
And Caleb Burke has a touchdown reception, a touchdown pass, and a touchdown run tonight. And how many guys have done that in a district championship game, I wonder?
The answer would be not a lot. But it makes our player of the game discussion a lot more interesting.
Adam Facci gets the kick away, but it comes up short. So it remains 27-6 Richland, 10:02 to play here in the fourth quarter. A four-play, 60-yard drive and the 16-yard touchdown run for Caleb Burke, which, by the way, is his third rushing touchdown of the year as well.
Like I said, it makes your player of the game thing a lot more interesting now. Do you give it to the guy who has the two big touchdown receptions and has made some big plays, or do you give it to the guy who came in relief of the quarterback, who's normally a wide receiver, who's now caught one, run one, and caught one, run one, and thrown one?
Well, Trevor Tustin or Caleb Burke.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll take the last 10 minutes of this one to determine truly who will be our player of the game. But Richland leading 27-6.
We take it like a Hershey bar, Joe. We just break it in half and let them share it. I mean, it's pretty impressive to come in, not off the bench, but to come in relief, of your star quarterback when you're used to being the star receiver, with probably not a lot of reps and preparation. So,
no, Caleb Burke's done a little bit of everything. 10 carries on the ground, 60 yards and a touchdown. He's now 2 for 5 for 72 yards passing with a touchdown and a pick, and he also had a touchdown catch in the first quarter.
Okay, well, now if our stat guy tells us what Tustin has done, we can compare, and maybe then we can make a decision. Ligonier Valley's going to have to come up with something big now, something they have not done all game. They're going to have to come up with a big play, and then they're going to have to get back and get some kind of big stop. And it just seems like their ability to get turnovers and stuff, you got to think that's going to run out some point in time.
Short kick again, taken by Beidel on the near side, trying to cut it far side. He's chased down and brought down.
I don't know if they're trying to set up a wall to that side or what, but he's running totally laterally, and I would think you'd better off just getting north-south on that. Even if you are trying to set the wall, that's a long way to go against a really good football team. I say you get north-south and get what you can get out of it.
Jacob Sable, leading tackler overall for Richland, makes the special team stop there. He came in with 95 tackles on the season, according to Richland's numbers, 52 of them solo. Down 3 scores with 9:55 to go. It's an uphill battle for a Ligonier Valley squad, undefeated to this point in the season. 12-0 thus far. Richland came in 11-0. A heavyweight battle, and right now Richland's getting the better of it as we enter the championship rounds. Fake one handoff, give it instead to Nick Beidel, and Beidel forward for 3, maybe 4 yards. I think that might be Beidel's first carry tonight.
It is. I'm still confused about that formation. That sure looked illegal to me. But
second down and 5 after a 5-yard carry for Nick Beidel. Again, he's one of the sophomores that will carry things forward for Ligonier Valley, whether they'll be in the WHVL or wherever they'll be playing in 2020. Matthew Marinchak, a sophomore as well, but also plenty of seniors on this squad, as the give this time is to Kerry Miller, the senior.
He does a nice job getting the edge there, Joe. And again, you see what we talked about in the open with him. Makes initial contact, turns the shoulders, kind of spins into it, keeps the feet moving, gets another couple additional yards here on that. Gets him into third and less than 1 now.
Under 9 minutes to play in this one. The winner of this game faces the winner of Bishop McDevitt out of District 12 and Dunmore, who are playing an inter-district game tonight as well.
Yeah, and I think eventually the winner will probably run to Southern Columbia.
That would be the final on the eastern side, as Sheeter will keep it himself on 3rd and 1.
He got it with the second effort there. He did a nice job of sifting his way along until he found the hole there.
And he does move the chains, gains about 2. Jacob Sable with the tackle, the junior who will be back for Richland. 1st and 10, Ligonier Valley at its own 33.
But they're going to have to speed this up. You know, you can't take and have a 5-6 minute drive here when you're down 3 touchdowns. You're going to have to come up with some chunk plays here somehow.
Sheeter to throw. Can't find anybody.
He needed to run.
Still nobody open.
It's going to be a big loss.
Out of bounds. Oh, well, they brought inbounds rather by Lucas Sable. They'll run the clock as he's brought down right around the 30-yard line, a loss of 3.
So when he broke on that first, Joe, you saw he had a bit of a seam, and if he'd have tucked it and ran, he could have got positive yardage out of it. There's times to keep it alive, and there's times to tuck it and go.
That'll be a sack for Lucas Sable, his 4th of the year. They'll go trips to the left side. Cage Dowden is the tight end, left side of the formation.
Trying to find someone.
Sheeter fires it, looking for Dowden, who makes the catch. Dowden brought down at the 30-yard line by Kellen Stahl, but it's a 40-yard pickup, and that's the big play that Ligonier Valley needed.
Well, they're going to need to put together a couple of them right now. Clock's still against their side. It was a nice play by Dowden, though, to find a space down the seam and split the 2 defenders. Nice ball by Sheeter, right on the money.
Spot it rather at the 31, so 39 yards
there
on
you
this
see the
reception.
replay. He slides to the side here, finds him, threads the needle. Nice job.
Dowden came in averaging 28.7 yards of reception. He's had a couple big catches tonight. Now 1st and 10 from the 31. Pass complete to Dowden again. Gets a block from the fullback and then shoved down by Stahl as he gets the first down at the 20, a gain of 11.
Dowden does a real nice job running that shallow drag across. He's in that underneath 5-yard zone where most people don't defend you. They just kind of let you run, and he comes across, and Sheeter does a real nice job of dropping it in there, and he gets a nice first down play out of it.
1st and 10 at the 20. Another entry into the Tyrone Ford red zone for Ligonier Valley. Dowden with his 4th catch of the night there. He's the leading receiver by yardage with 67 for Ligonier Valley.
All kinds of time. He missed Vital on the wheel route.
Taking off now. Sheeter slips out of bounds. Hops onto the track here at Mansion Park that's hosted many a District 6 championship. And no gain on the carry.
Not quite sure what the fans on this side are upset about, but
6:29 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts as well.
Again, Joe, you know, held on to that ball, had an opportunity to run and get some positive yardage for his team. You would have probably been better off time-wise to run and get 4 yards and get back on the ball than, you know, run out of bounds and keep running.
Vital is the back.
There's Vital on the wheel route again. Missed him again. He needs to just run.
She cuts it inside and gets a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down.
Ligonier's doing a real nice job in their pass protection. They're giving him time, and Sheeter's doing a real nice job when it does break down of buying more time. But he's got to make a decision to throw it or run it a lot sooner than that. They're wasting a lot of time.
Ligonier Valley 4 of 11 on 3rd down tonight as we tick under 6 minutes to play. And it'll be 2 receivers to each side. Boring and Beidel to the right side. Beard to the left with Marinchak. Sheeter heaves it toward the end zone looking for Nick Beidel. It's knocked away. Kobe Bailey, the defender on the play. And 4th and 9.
A nice job by the big outside linebacker dropping back on it. It might have been a man coverage scheme, and he drops back and does a nice job defending that ball.
Ligonier Valley 1 for 2 on 4th down tonight. Sam, is it too early to say that this could decide the ball game?
Oh, no, not by imagination. If they don't score here, I don't see how they come back and win this game.
2 receivers each way again. Beidel's the back.
Giving up pressure up the middle.
Escapes 2 rushers. Escapes another man.
Not going to escape this time. Got to unload the football.
Tyler Reed, the senior, stepped up and made the tackle. And a turnover on downs, and Richland leading by 3 scores with 5:25 to play.
Joe, that's the 3rd time in the red zone that Richland's come away with nothing. And if they cashed in on all 3 of those times, we'd be in a tight ball game.
And frustration, you can sense it from Sam Sheeter as he heads back to play defense here and hopes to make a big play to get the ball back for his squad.
Well, you got to be frustrated. I mean, you're 3 times in the red zone and you're coming away with nothing. That's highly frustrating.
Caleb Burke once again takes over. He's been the quarterback ever since the last series of the first half.
Jet sweep to LaRue.
He cuts it back up inside and goes nowhere. Loss of 3 on the play. LaRue made the big catch on the last Richland possession. Burke again, a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a rushing touchdown all in the same game. Oh, by the way, he also has an interception.
Oh, there you go. And what did we say Tustin's stats were?
Well, Tustin with 2 big touchdown receptions.
103 yards receiving.
103 yards receiving on 3 catches.
There's the give on the ISO. Oh, nice hit by Petrov.
Alan Mangus, the ball carrier, and Mike Petrov introduces himself to the Richland junior. As if he didn't know him already. Petrov, of course, chased down Mangus, going 50 yards to do so on that big screen pass in the first half.
Back to the double tight end flanker look, running pistol.
Third movement along the front. Ligonier Valley tried to trick things up a little bit for Caleb Burke. And they ended up tricking themselves.
Petrov trying to get off the ball in a hurry, trying to make a play.
So 5-yard penalty, and it'll make it 3rd and 3 now from the Richland 30. And the clock will roll again, 4:10 and counting.
It looks like the winner of this game, Joe, is going to face Bishop McDevitt out of Wyncote. They have won 28-13 over Dunmore.
All right, it should be a great matchup next week.
Motion out of the backfield, going deep again to LaRue. He's got it.
Brought down at the 35-yard line by Nick Beidel, but a pickup of 35 yards, and that might seal it for Richland with 3:50 to go, a first down.
Are you going to see he's just going to run by the D-back, who, again, never gets his head around and sees the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I've been out of it a while, but they used to teach you to be in the hip pocket, and then when you see him look for the ball, you turn around. And I know there's a lot of stuff with guys fake looking and all that stuff, but it's not the NFL and it's not college ball here. I would think when a young guy turns around and looks for the ball, you better look too.
1st and 10. Turn of the give to Mangus, and Mangus moves forward as his legs cut out from underneath him at the 30. And the tackle made by Miles Higgins, the sophomore. Well, both these teams undefeated entering this game. Ligonier Valley was number 2, Richland number 5.
Here's Richland's going to move up quite a bit.
And it's Donovan Graham checking out Wiley Spiker back in on the defensive line for Ligonier Valley with 2:54 to play. Ligonier Valley does have 3 timeouts, but they trail by 3 touchdowns. Mangus, the motion man. Another
Going
throw.
that fade again.
LaRue out jumps everybody, makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Richland. And TD for Caleb Burke tonight.
Not what I'd have done. I would have tried to run the clock out and been satisfied to get out of here with the 27-6 lead.
Brandon Bailey all smiles on the Richland sideline. Adam Faccion for the PA team. 3 for 4 so far tonight. And she'll be 4 for 5. 34-6. Richland leads it. And we'll be back with more of the District 6 Class 2A Championship as Richland tries to drive it home. More after this on WHVL.
It doesn't take long to become addicted to opioids. 13 Pennsylvanians die from them every day. Geisinger is committed to ending opioid addiction with both prevention and treatment. In the last 3 years, we've reduced the amount of opioids we prescribe by 50%, and we've opened 4 medication-assisted treatment centers across the state to help patients recover from addiction. Learn more at geisinger.org/have enough.
WHVL's Game of the Week, sponsored by Geisinger. We support big league dreams. Ligonier Valley faces Richland at Mansion Park in our coverage of the District 6 AA Championship. Brought to you in part by Hometown Sports Magazine. Give local athletes their time to shine. Pine Orthodontics. Call Pine Orthodontics today for a free no-charge evaluation. The Center Daily Times, providing your local news your way. Check centerdaily.com for up-to-date scores and game results.
33-6, Richland looking to wrap up the District 6 Class 2A title. And fans, if you're heading out to the game tomorrow, stop by the Blue-White Tailgate Party presented by GoPSURV.com. Join Jay Paterno, Todd Sadowski, and our special guest, Blair Thomas, in Lot 18 outside of Beaver Stadium. The party starts at 10 a.m. and runs all the way to kickoff. There'll be food and beverages to enjoy, as well as a fun time for all. The Blue-White Tailgate Party presented by GoPSURV.com. And a reminder as well, Blue-White Tailgate comes your way at 10 o'clock tonight, previewing the Nittany Lions taking on the Hoosiers of Indiana in what, according to the AP poll, is a top 25 battle, though the college football playoff rankings disagree. But that's coming up again tonight at 10, and it'll replay tomorrow at 10 and 11 a.m., all right here on WHVL. Our good pal Steve Jones, along with Todd Sadowski and Jay Paterno on that one, and Josh Berber also helping out with the BWT as well. 2:42 to play. Pasio to kick it away. And Ligonier Valley will take it at the 16-yard line. Jasper Arnone.
Oh, nice cut.
Out of bounds at the 37. So Ligonier Valley ball, 2:32 to play. Richland with the big lead. 34-6.
Good time to get some young guys some experience in a playoff game and playoff atmosphere.
And that's what happened last year in this game. Of course, it went down nearly to the wire. A 21-12 win for Richland in this contest last year, but all sorts of players got in at the end. Both of the starting quarterbacks tonight, Kellen Stahl, Sam Sheeter, saw time at quarterback at the end of that one. Stahl forced to leave the game offensively with a hand injury. He has played defense, though, and stays out there here.
Double tight flanker look.
And the give is to
Beidel. Or no, I'm
Kerry
sorry, it was
Miller.
Miller. It was Miller.
Kerry Miller, near 1,800 yards to start the game. He passed the 1,800-yard mark tonight. A great career for Ligonier Valley. This will be his final game. Sam Sheeter marking his final contest as a member of the Rams, at least, of course, on the gridiron. As Josh Berber told us earlier, these two teams clash on the hardwood quite a bit in basketball playoffs, so they may well see each other again as Miller cuts it right side and plows into a man right at the first down marker, and then a little extra on the block from Christian Jablonski, and that is not to the officials' liking. They'll be flagged for that.
Now, those are the kind of things that happen when you throw a touchdown pass when you already have the game well in hand.
31-yard touchdown toss from Caleb Burke to Griffin LaRue.
Not something that should happen. You know, you got to control yourself. Not condoning what he did, but that's the frustration that happens in those situations.
Want to take the opportunity as we bring you what will be the last contest of the 2019 season here on the WHVL Game of the Week presented by Geisinger to thank a few folks who have been with us all year long John Hain, of course, the engineer in charge. He's the man in charge, really. We thank him. Wes Carpenter has ably assisted him and been our other main man, so to speak. Our thanks to Brian Greco as well. He's helped us out, particularly on the transmission end over the last few weeks, and certainly great to see him back with us here on the Game of the Week as well, as Sam Sheeter gets about 4 yards on the play. We also want to thank Grant Long, who stepped in as our director and has done an outstanding job throughout this season. Danny Mann, our technical director. I don't think we'd be anywhere without Danny in the truck, so thanks to her. Our thanks to Scott Gross running the audio for us this season. Brandon Hain on video. Always great to see him around. Our thanks to Brandon. Our camera folks, Eric Austin has been with us. Kyler Albert, who's an MVP a lot of places and certainly does a great job here as well. Travis Sutton's been our main man on the sidelines. Run that camera. A lot of the great shots you've seen from the sidelines are from him. We thank you for that. Darnisha Presley's up here in the booth with us tonight, Sam, out of the cold. And we certainly thank her for coming out and being one of our great camera folks throughout the season. Ryan Santoni on 3-play. Brittany Weir, who you can see on the center of it all each week, has helped us out throughout the season with our graphics. Dan Clapper running the score box tonight. Garen Wolfgang as well has run it. Joel Gilbert, our timeout coordinator tonight, and Sam, you and I both said that Joel being here tonight meant it was a big-time game, and we meant it, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Always shows up for the big games.
And, of course, our intrepid statistician, Matt Bukovic, our thanks to him for being with us and adding to our broadcast throughout the season. And, of course, we want to thank our producer,